Okay. I've got it right here. Now give me
Updated
my
my journal.
dreams. I need just one more item from you, and we can begin the final process of the Dream Builder. I need a pillow that is laying inside a coffin. It will stimulate a sleep so profound that you may as well be dead. It opens your mind to the emanations of the Dream Builder. It is, if I say so myself, a touch of inspiration on my part. A pillow that is laying inside a coffin. Where would I find that? Huh. Okay. A pillow from a coffin. I wonder if I could go check that coffin over at the Hive. Worth a look, I suppose. First, I think I want to take care of everything related to the Clerk's Ward. Actually, I don't know. What would make more sense? Pretty sure that the Hive is closer than the lower ward right now. But, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter too much to me, but I might as well deal with the Hive nonsense first, because I might be able to check at the mortuary for something. So real quick, let's check this open tomb. See if I can find anything in here. And never mind.
I'm gone.
Okay, wonder if I'll find anything in the mortuary. Worth a look, perhaps? This door has been sealed. Well, so much for that. I guess I'd have to ask the dustmen themselves in. What is your purpose within the mortuary? I am here to pay my respects to Dianara, the woman in the Northwest Memorial Hall. Very well, follow me. And we're in. Actually, I wonder if it would be worth trying to talk to Dianara at this stage. I don't know, because I think she does deserve a degree of honesty for what's been going on. And what the man thought of her.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
I had some questions for you. What was that vision you spoke of?
See, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time, you shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality. Even life, and you shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer. I know that you must die.
Okay, I've heard all this.
I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Okay. So...
I'm gone.
I'm curious. So, it looks... Well, okay, I know about...
Alright.
So, obviously, the evil entity is Ravel. Oh, dear.
Alright.
Let's try and keep moving. Where's the way to... Stairs up to 2nd level? Alright, let's just go that way. Want to try and avoid attention wherever possible. Because technically I'm not supposed to be here. Interesting. Okay. I doubt there... Actually, now when you think of it, there probably won't be any pillows here since no one's alive. But there is one thing I can check while I'm here. Something I read into while I was doing other stuff. You see the false zombie. You're amazed at the man's disguise. His breathing is so subdued you can barely see it. Can you tell me anything about Dianara? Huh? Who's she? Can you tell me anything about Suigo? Guide, he had mortuary front door. What you want with him? Act strange, not dusty, not anarchist. Eyes changed. Like rats. Good thing he's the only strange one around here. Okay, so it looks like there's not too much here either.
Done.
Okay, anything else worthwhile? Probably not. Well, that was a waste of time. Ah, well. Moving on. There we are. There's something. Okay. Let's take a look. You see a tall, slender man with a glassy-eyed expression. He seems engrossed in some tale that the shopkeeper is relating. Occasionally he nods his head, but makes no comments of his own. Greetings. The man turns slightly at your greeting, just enough to acknowledge your presence. You notice that he is a little pale of complexion and rather gaunt-looking. He is giving you a blank stare. The shopkeeper does not seem to notice any of this, and continues with his stream of useless prattle. Okay. You see a rugged-looking, square-jawed man. He turns to you with a wide smile. How are you, Cutter? Good day to you. Good day indeed. He squints at you for a second, then juts his hand out to shake yours. Greetings. Amris, at your service, member of the Harmonium and the fashioner of fine coffins for the recently departed. I think I know you, do I not? Let me see if I can place it. He pauses for a moment. Sharp with names I was in the Harmonium, let me tell you. Knew everyone in the entire ward. He nods at you. Ask away. He gives you a broad smile. I need to buy a coffin pillow. He nods at you. Ah, you are here to purchase then. I assure you, what I do is a labor of love. The real value of my profession is in the building of the coffin, in doing it and doing well. It is an act of perfectly ordered creation. Every piece must fit just so for the betterment of the whole. It is much like a metaphor for the Harmonium philosophy. We create order, and it is beauty. I just need a pillow. He nods at you. I need 15 covers for the basic boards, used in construction, though the expense doesn't cover the time. Usually it's either whitewashed or paint some color of the person's choosing. The boards themselves are usually a 16th handspan thick, maybe even thicker depending on the nature of the corpse, whether it's a human being buried or not, or whether they're worried that the person might get back up again. I just need a pillow. He nods at you again. Some prefer Biopti and pine, which is fine or traditional, but I prefer the heavy arborean oak materials, simply because they have a good weight about them. Even a 20th inch of the oak is stronger than a 16th of a handspin of pine. I said I just need a pillow. From there, I might need about a score multiplied by a score of steel wood screws, gauge about 1 1/4 inch or so. Lots of shops around here carry them. Not a big deal to acquire them. I'll also need some sort of metal pins for securing the interior lining. Better to pick them up with the bunch. Then there's the matter of the battens and corner blocks, depending on how you wish to do it. Are you listening to me? I said I just need a pillow. He places his hands on his chin. And although I usually let the natural wood speak the color of the coffin for itself, sometimes the person commissioning it wants it painted special or engraved. I don't usually do the finer works for that, though I am skilled, but contract it out. And the handles alone are another matter entirely. What about the handles? Big things, handle. Everything's about the handles depending on how the coffin is to be carried. You got skilled men carrying the coffin at shoulder height, don't even need to worry about handles. Professional pallbearers never use them, see? If you got your family and friends carrying the coffin, then the handles are necessary. You'll need some rope handles or even metal handles. He gives you a satisfied look. That's fine and all, but I came in here for a pillow. Do you have any? Let me give you an example. I think the most beautiful coffin I'd ever seen was this one of clear pine. I don't know where they'd managed to get it, whether from a place in Biotopia or elsewhere. Anyway, it was pegged together carefully and trimmed with this beautiful run of redwood. The effect was somewhat ruined by the crude amounts of thick hemp rope that surrounded the affair. Surely something was needed for the pallbearers to hold on to, but to ruin the entire beauty of the coffin with such badly woven rope. Ugh. I'm sure this is fascinating and all, but I just want a pillow. And there's a matter of measurements. They can be tricky, and I try and do it myself, since occasionally a client will neglect to inform me as to the race of the deceased or forget something like the hip width. Very important indeed. Also, if the client is still alive, I try and find to make precautions so the client fill out before they die, you know? Then there's the construction itself. Amorous. Oh dear, how long do I want to go with this? You know what? All the way. There's many different ways of attaching the sides and ends to the floor of the coffin and to each other. Some use internal battens or corner blocks with plenty of wood screws to secure it in place. You can also do the fiend's tooth method and just cut out alternating tongues and recesses all along the edge to make joints so that they fit together like a fiend's jaw. It requires a little more work and precision, but the result is neat and very strong. He pauses to breathe once again. Then there's the lid. The lid's gonna need a rim or lip all around its edge, made from a strip of wood pinned to the box or carved around the edge itself. Once you have some pilot holes drilled into the main box, then drill in the screws in the top of the lid, maybe half a hand span apart. You get the impression that he is not going to stop talking now that he is on a roll. If you don't shut up and give me a pillow, I'm going to hit you. Hard. You think you've finally got his attention. He frowns at you with a confused look on his face. Pardon? I said I need a coffin pillow. That's all. Just a pillow. Do you have any? He looks relieved and smiles. A pillow? Ah, I thought you might need the entire coffin. He puts his hands on his chin again. I'm so sorry, but I'm out of stock on pillows right now. I don't know when I'll have them again, what with the warehouse being closed and all. The warehouse? Yes, the warehouse where I stood my girds is having internal problems of some sort. New management or some such nonsense. I haven't been able to replenish my stock of late. He frowns. The harmonium would never let things get so out of hand as to cause distress to its customers. His voice fades as he thinks, and then he looks at you. Perhaps you would look into the matter for me? I guess I don't have a choice if I want a pillow.
Updated my journal.
He smiles broadly. Excellent. If you deal with this issue satisfactorily, you may have your pillow for free. He gets that lecture look on his face again. That may not seem like sufficient payment, but let me tell you about the construction of those pillows. Another time. I have some questions. Ask away. I heard your father died. Can you tell me what happened? He frowns at you. Well, she disappeared some time ago, so I can only assume that he is dead. Where did you hear this? I don't recall. You say he disappeared? Oh, yes. Many, many years ago. My father was a talented stonemason, and he did not only construct sarcophagi, but he was also quite skilled in tomb design. People from across Sigil. The room begins to fade around you as a memory tugs at your consciousness.
Updated my journal.
You find yourself standing in this very shop, talking with an older man with a child, while a child sits in the corner and plays. On the counter between you and the shopkeeper is a set of plans. He seems to be explaining some intricacies with the construction of a tomb. Your vision fades as you try to examine the details of the plan. When your sight returns, you are standing in a cavern in front of a tomb. Above the entry, you see the slogan, Engineered for Eternity, clearly carved in the stone. The shopkeeper is standing next to you, a broad smile on his face. He gestures to you and begins to walk into the tomb. You quickly match his pace from behind and draw your blade. You find yourself back in Hamris's shop. He is looking at you with some concerns. Are you well, sir? Tell me what happened to your father. He simply vanished one day, leaving most of his commissions unfinished. Most embarrassing. It took a long while to get out of the debt caused by his disappearance, and to an extent I am still settling various accounts. Still, I have a certain aptitude for the work, and... He sighs lightly and gets a faraway look in his eyes. Go on. He shrugs. Sorry, I was just thinking. My father's disappearance was the reason I joined the Harmonium, and left it later on. At first I had a burning desire to find out what happened to him. Later I felt a certain obligation to continue his life's work. I never found the answer as I sought. It was quite the mystery as to what happened. His voice fades to silence. Did your father keep any of the plans for the tombs he built? He thinks for a moment. Yes, he did. After I came of age and inherited the business, I went through all of his records. They were quite extensive. Why do you ask? If I describe a tomb to you, could you tell me if it was your father's work? He frowns in thought, then shrugs. I can but try. My harmonium training has blessed me with a sharp memory. I should be able to recognize my father's work if you give me enough details. He looks at you expectantly. He thinks for some time. There is little doubt that the tomb you describe is my father's work. The slogan you mentioned has been in the family trademark for several generations. He pauses and gives you a strange look. This tomb, where is it located? You describe the location in detail, surprising yourself with the knowledge you have of the area. Hamris watches you with a concerned look. Odd, I don't recall anything in the family records that would even have permitted him to construct the tomb there. The Dustmen are very careful about building rights and real estate, especially beneath the streets of Sigil. Then you recognize the location? He nods enthusiastically. Oh yes, sounds like the Drowned Nation's catacombs to me. He pauses. I've never been there myself, but I've heard the area described many a time in my years as the Harmonium. I need to know if your father kept the plans for that too. Yes, the warehouse where I store my goods handles my business documents as well. Anyway, they are having internal problems of some sort. You met management or some such nonsense. I haven't been able to replenish my stock of late, and I doubt I could retrieve any paperwork from them either. He frowns. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Okay. So, I've got...
All right.
Just when I think I'm making progress somewhere else, I get pulled into something else. I just want to go on with the main plot. Maybe I should just back out or maybe do this off screen. You know what? You forced yourself to start recording this. You've put out a ton of parts already for this. You're going to keep going with it.
I must rest.
We will soon, Decon.
All right.
Twice welcome to the vaults of the Ninth World. How may I serve you on this fine day, Sigillian? I'd like to store something. Okay. I'm here to retrieve a pillow from Hammerus the Coffin Maker. A pillow? I could certainly use a pillow. A big stone pillow. Here's your pillow, Master Hammerus, and good luck sleeping with it. I was told I could retrieve some plans for a tomb here. Plans for a tomb? You don't look dead, sir. Not that it's any of my business if you are. Here are your plans, sir. Okay. There's the dream pillow I'm looking for, and the plans right here. The plans would make more sense if you were in the tomb itself. You could then make direct comparisons between the plans and how they were implemented.
Right. We need to set up Kip now.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish up the dream nonsense. And then afterward, we'll run by the clerk's ward. Then go into the Drowned Nations to figure out what's going on there. Hopefully after that... Wait. This is my tomb, isn't it? I have a feeling it's my tomb. I wonder if I'll discover anything more in there. I have a feeling it's my tomb. If I'm remembering the Drowned Nations right, this is gonna be my tomb. Either way, let's finish this. I have the pillow for you. Let's get on with it.
Updated my journal.
Anytime you're ready for the dream key, Scarred Man, give the word and I'll pass it to you. Give me the key. He pauses, as if gathering errant thoughts. Close your eyes and stretch out your hand. He says, you have to feel this key before you see it, or you won't function. You feel a touch in the palm of your calloused hand. At first, you can barely feel it, but it rapidly grows in solidarity in motion, in moments, until finally Xander says, open your eyes. When you do, you see a simple black feather in the palm of your hands. My work is finished, says Xander. Use that key on the leftmost door of the foundry and the Dream Builder will open to you. I must go now. I have work to attend to. A feather? All that work for a feather? It is the final safeguard on the Dream Builder, Sod. Do you think I'd want just anyone waltzing in? I ain't stupid. Do you want something else or can I get back to work now? Go back to work with my thanks. Well, that's a thing. Okay, then. Probably gonna stop soon anyway, but...
I'm gone.
I guess he means this thing. That explains that you need the key bit.
Done.
Yep. You find yourself standing under a hangman's noose. A gravelly voice cackles out of the darkness. You dream again? Again. Again! Your body seems strangely light and airy, like you've lost control of it, like the winds blow you where they will. You find yourself floating through a maze of twisted plants and black barbs that tear at your insubstantial body. Creatures of nightmare pull themselves from the ground and walls and rip at your flesh. Their furious attack drives you into unconsciousness. What the heck are those? They look almost like... plant elementals don't really exist, do they? You are standing in front of a tower of skulls that babbles at you, but you can't understand the words. A chattering behind you distracts you, and you see a battalion of fiends rushing toward you. You are standing in the maze again, and the stench of death surrounds you. You know you have killed all of them. The cackling voice breaks in once again. Oh, my pretty little puzzle. You have killed these and so many more that I have lost count of them all. You are stricken mute and cannot reply. Come to me, my puppet. Come to revel in your black-barred maze. Come dream with me.
Would you like me to travel with you again? It would be my pleasure.
Yes, if you're up for it.
As I remain here, I am yours till death.
So, need my help yet?
Alright, so now I need to get my party back.
Would return. Is it your will that our two paths become one? Your path is mine.
I knew you'd be back, Chief. Finally realized you needed me, huh?
Yes, let's go get him. Actually, well, you know what? With the position I'm using, I might as well keep that. Okay, so that explains why I can't dream. Well, sort of, because it entails a bunch of revel. Ugh. So, next question. Maybe I can get a bit more information out of that tomb now that I have the plans to of them. Yeah, and now that I know that I can safely... Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's head to the buried village and get under there. Actually, while I'm here, do I want to try and go into the Warrens of Thought? I've been telling myself that I've been wanting to check that out for a little bit, so might as well try and wrap that up if I should, in theory, now have a way of dealing with the were-rats.
I'm gone. All right.
Actually, I forgot to rest before coming down here. This could end badly.
Damn it. Mike's not working on this. I got working on this thing. I got working on this thing.
At least this is an Enchanter Dax. Dacon should be able to deal with it, though.
What's up?
And now I have were-rat skulls. Great.
Sure, why not?
Done.
Yeah, okay, sure, why not?
Just what I always wanted. But I can't go into the Warrens of Thought, so let's see if I can get away with it. Okay, so here's the entrance.
I'm gone.
Down this way is the Drowned Nation Catacombs.
I'm gone.
Hey, Anna, can you get it open? Come on, how hard is it?
Right, I messed up.
Alright then, it looks like I'll have to go looking around if I do.
I'm gone,
Go
I'm
down this
gone.
way.
All right.
Okay, the were-rats here aren't interested in fighting. Wonder why.
All right.
Is there a named were-rat or something? Seems a bit odd.
All right. I'm gone.
Why are they just letting me go through here without
Done.
any worry? Get it.
I'm gone.
Well, at least it allows me to explore the place before I move
Done.
on, but still, would have expected a little bit more to this. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna go attacking everybody, but
I'm gone.
still, odd all the same.
Done. All right.
Come on.
Done.
Cranium Rat Collective. You are staggered by the sounds of hundreds of voices, speaking as one in your mind. There is a depth and insistence to the communication that beggars speech. Speak your purpose here, biped, and speak swiftly and true. You are in the halls of many as one. You will not leave but by our grace. Know that we can read your mind and smell your lies. If you can read my mind, why do I have to speak my purpose? We can read your mind, biped. Do not test us. No, I'm thinking a name. Tell me what it is. Think Farad. There is a pause, and then, the Silent King sent you. You are correct. I see I cannot hide from you. It is as we sped, biped. The walls of your or mine may be high, but we can scale any barrier. Now we have a use for you. What is it? The walking dead are ruled by a king who dwells in a place we cannot see. We must destroy him to destroy them. He is a mystery to us. We have never seen him. We must die. Why don't you do it? The dead, entrenched are they, difficult to harm. Their silent king, a mystery of his. We do not like such mysteries. We strike when we can succeed without doubt. The silent king makes us doubt. I will not. Then, biped, you will die. Try to kill me.
Yes, my master.
This structure, glowing from within with a sickly green light, appears to be a focus of some sort, but for what you cannot tell. It emanates a mental hum.
Yes, very well.
It shall be done.
Can I just run out? Probably. Although I'm probably going to be harassed by the were-rats as I'm leaving. Or maybe not. Maybe not.
All right.
Hard to say.
Done.
Come on, take the
All
shorter
right.
route. Actually, I was having trouble opening that to begin with. Might still not be open. Yeah,
Done.
probably not. Let's just go in through the way that I know will work then. I wonder if I could take that information to... Okay, looks like I'm not going to get too much in my journal, but I wonder if it remembered the information I garnered.
Done.
We'll see. I'm not going to worry about it, I suppose. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, let's do this.
I'm gone.
Come on, let me in.
All right.
Why are...
All right.
Okay, game, stop being dumb. Now let's see if it'll tell me any more. The plan reveals the tombs to be heavily trapped. The exact locations have been omitted. However, you see an annotation on one side that indicates an especially lethal trap was installed in each room. Scrolled along the bottom is a note written by another hand. It looks like your handwriting. The trap is set. Now I need only wait for my tormentor to step within its walls. However, it occurs to me that I need a way to get the corpse out without having to negotiate the traps myself. An enchantment, perhaps, that somehow transport the corpse back to the beginning.
I'm gone. I'm gone. All right. All right. I'm gone. I'm gone. All right.
Okay, so it looks like I'm really not going to get much to it this time. Alright then, let's just get our
I knew
party
you'd be
members
back,
back and
Chief.
move on.
Finally realized you needed me.
So, you need my help yet?
Oh, crap. The game just crashed on me. Great. I hope everything's recording just fine. Shoot. That's odd. Huh. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. So not too much interesting stuff here. Okay, so it looks like my idea didn't work, and I don't feel like investigating it too much further. At least not today. Apparently I've been going at this longer than I thought, so I'm gonna try and wrap up what I was doing and then move on. So let's go rest. And then hopefully figure out how to find that portal.